part of this number 7, read data from file. For this video, we will focus on how to read our source file with CSV extension. So as we mentioned earlier, the CSV is the more often you may meet when you deal with the data analytical, because that's quite more famous or the frequently used format in the online data sites. Before we go to the video, I just wanted to update you. So if you're new to this video series, in the earlier the parts is I have mentioned is how this mind map structures looks like on every chapter. So after my video finished, I will put the sample code with this code file's name and link to this chapter. Like this last video, we made the 3 the demo codes, and all these with a rocket icon. Then you can see this 3 code is linking to this 7371 subchapter. That is already done for all the earlier the chapters. So if you have the free plan, this mind map software, you can directly open, as I just showed you, that file from this .mm extension. If you don't have is I have export this mind map to these markdown documents. So this markdown file also have this fully the content-based detail of this mind map, but not in this mind map format. And unfortunately, they don't export image if I have in the mind map. But it's already good enough is to help you. Like if we go to the 3.7, so on this subchapter, you can see these 3 files. And also from here, I also can show you the linkage. Like mentioned in the last video, is I have added the appendix B. So appendix B have the 6 parts, and we mentioned this reading file in Python parts during this text file video. And here, if I have our link within the mind map, you can see this C also. So from here, then you know this chapter talking something or content may referenceable in this 7.3 subchapter or the chapter. So when you're back to here, then you can see this 7.3 talking about the reading file from reading data from files. So those are the interrelating these 2 files, and on every subfolder, like I'm maintaining in the left with the VS Code, and that is the synchronized to the GitHub. So you can either download or the fork, so that you can get the latest refreshing of all those source code. So this one is the last video we did. And if you have any difficulty for the connectivity to GitHub, I also put that synchronized to GT for some friends. If you are in the China mainland, that access GT may faster than GitHub. So just for some the convenience purpose, you can also get the same the contents into this GT. So like here, so chapter 3, we already have this 3.7.3. So these same file are synchronized with GitHub. So that is my structure. And if you're familiar with my other video series, I maintain the GitHub with mind map, those structures in the similar way. So I hope you can get used to this way and give you more time saving to find the resources. Back to this video, reading data from a CSV file. So that is CSV for the full name is the comma separated value. So comma means this the function. So if you have in the text file, actually we have a list of the data, and every data occupy one separate line. We can handle that in the txt file. But if you want to handle our matrix or the table-based file, but that is still in the text formats, CSV is more often used. So from this simple, the sample is with this comma separated, we can store our two-column the data in one datasite file. So that is more convenient than the text file. You can also view CSV file in multiple editor because that's just the plain text, and it can be explained due to this extension. So familiar with the CSV and familiar how to handle CSV reading into the Python is a very useful way, not only for our this video series, but also when you later show you is have other data analytical the topics reading from the data site with the CSV extension is most useful. So first, we should have our CSV file. Let's create our new file. So maybe let me see here. So let's what was the name is numbers.csv. So when you see here in VS Code, when I type CSV, you see the icon is the difference. So text file is just this a few of the different the lines horizontal line, but CSV is a green icon with two columns. So that is give you some way that easier for you to identify this is a CSV file in VS Code. So that is one thing. And let's make the typing. So number with our comma, and you don't need another the space. You just need to keep the typing. So why you can see is I have the different color is because I have installed one interesting CSV extension called the Rainbow CSV. So Rainbow CSV is I also suggest you can try this. It's not mandatory, but with this Rainbow CSV, actually they can help you make the CSV is a different column in the different color. Just easier for you to identify. For example, if I want to see the A, B, C. So you can see they just keep identify the different pointed randomly, or maybe they have some logic, but we don't need to care about that too much. So that is if I have A like this color, then if you have different data, then you can see it's very easy for you to see this 666 is linking to this B column. So it's no the specific additionally. Maybe they have also other features, but at least this one is easier for us. So if you want, install this extension and try. So now the simpler one is we create a CSV file with these 4 lines, 2 columns. Or we call column is because we treat whenever there's a comma, we will treat that as a new column. Because actually you don't see this in CSV file, but when you read that into certain the program or those editors, so all the different language, you can explain this or interpret it, those file due to this the comma. So even this when you have Excel, so let's open the one Excel file. So let's read this into the Excel. Oh, maybe let's see here. So this is the normal Excel. So let's try to open for this one. So choose this old file, so not the Excel only. So you can see here, number CSV. So let's open. It's automatically separate that into 2 columns. So that's why I call this as a column, because those have some the predefined way to deal with that. But what we will do that is let's starting to make this reading and make our, I think it's here we have a plot. So we have just 3 data pair, but it's already enough for us to do our plotting for. So read CSV and plot UI. So that is let's create our purpose. Read from CSV file and do plotting. And yeah, you can put those 8, and then we import text file. You don't have any specific, you just from this file read. So you can see this the open file name is the Python's built-in library. So, but CSV, we need to import our CSV library, and also we need this our matplotlib.pyplot SPLT for later using. So if we don't plot that, let's try just first do the reading. So if name equal to min, then is what is read is we can directly read 2 columns from one file. So one is the column numbers, one is the squares, squared, and then using this read CSV, that command. So numbers, so our current working file is directory is already ch3, so then is can use this one. So this is what our defined read CSV. So read CSV, we will have our file name, then get these numbers of this CSV file. Then we will put these numbers as empty, so line by line. So squared as empty, and with this built-in function with open file name as f. So that's still same as the text file, and we initial our reader. This is the coming from CSV library with the reader, and now the program know we are now dealing with our CSV format file. So next reader. So actually the next is our quite important the processing step, because we have the header. So some CSV maybe they don't have header, and you need to assign the header like it's by default is column 1, column 2, or A, B, C. But primary CSV file, they need to give you the header, so you know which column has the which context information. But we should not read header as our number. So using next, then is the reader is come to the one more line. So then they know is that they should read from the line 2. So then we can safety to do the for loop. So for rows in reader, then sorry, it's the for. Then we can starting to do the append. So numbers dot append. Yeah, we treat that as the int because we only do those the plotting, so we don't have any the mean or median the additional processing, so it's fine. So squared append int. So row 0 is every line they have the columns with the as a list. So row 0 is the first column, row 1 is the second column. So that is the definition for the CSV file. Then we return 2 column. So if you don't know or not familiar with this, actually here, I can indicate you. So if you go to the appendix B, so there's our B number 4 subchapter talking about how you can return multiple value, or we see multiple return values. So you can learn from that. It's a simple. You define multiple the variables that you want to return, and you just return that per comma, separated. So those we have those one. Like first, we don't have a plotting. Then we have print numbers and print squared. Every this one are list. So you can see. So arrow no such file. So when we actually make the new code run, it's back to the upper my root of the folder. So now back to CH3. So you can see here. Let's see no such file. Always come to the file earlier. So let me cd ch03. Yeah, I want to keep that. I should not close this code terminal. So now you can see the line 1 is 10, 9, 12, 22 is this 3 number in the column 1, and the column 2 is the 100, 81 for A4. So it's the square for this column 1. So those means we have properly read those data into the a list. The next is has no any those kind of the difficulties. So we just need to make them into the plotting. So let's def our scatter plot we have learned before. So we need the 2 inputs, and the PLT is already imported, and scatter xy. This semicolon. So x label number, and PLT y label square, and PLT show. So we have now just need to load that. So scatter plot numbers squared. So just transfer those 2 lists to this view. We only get 3. Oh, yeah, but that is correct. 3 dot. 1 is the 9. I think is this 9? This 2 small. This is 10 with 100. This is 22. But they are so. It is 9 because it's automatically make the scaling. So every parts is just 2. So here is the 10 minus 1 is the 9. So but you know is we can adjust those scalings. So make the minimum, make the maximum. But let's no need to do that now. And then the read CSV. So we have used this file is read the CSV file using the reader. So this reader is the CSV dot reader or their function. And here also mentioned is we have need to skip the first line. So if you want to read more, you can read this text. But let's do the next the sample. So let's try the dealing with some is a more complex CSV. Open this Google's Trends, and we try to find this some the correlation files, because though from that is maybe we can do some the complex file download. So it's compared to the this book parts in this Google Trends is already did some change. So actually, if you go to this file, they don't have this correlate subfolder anymore. So, but you still can just put this like this just use summer. So we got this summers worldwide. Let's see. So I got our interest over time. What that means? Number represents search interest relative to the highest point on the chart of this given region and time. So a value of 50 means 100 is the peak popularity, 50 is the half as popular. So that's the trend. But anyway, let's try to download this CSV. So and let's analyze what this CSV looks like. So let me put that. When you download this, you can make this into our folder. And then let's try to, yeah, it's this one, multi-timeline. Okay, category, all category. So that means it's the data actually coming from the line 4. So we need to skip 3 lines possible. So just the 4 column, 2 column. One is the time, second is the summer. So it's making this floating. So and 82. So the last line, let's try to see. Possible we need to delete the last line, but let's keep this default one to see how we can make. This CSV file is different from the one we saved earlier. Beginning of the file, you will see our numbers of the blank here with our. We don't have this one until finally you'll see the header in number 3. This line aren't useful for us. Go ahead and delete them by hands. So actually, let's delete. Then we can use just the one, this next, and also delete any blank line at the end. You can see here. Those are kind of, you can see that's the data cleansing. So let's delete. So now we have a total 180. The data is 179. To make it easier to process in Python, this code is pre-processing data. Header has several columns, but we only have 2 columns. First contain dates. Second contain the search query you enter. The third show the search query with the highest correlation. Because I don't have that correlation, I think it's embedded all category, auto. Shall we have some correlation based file? Related topic, summer holiday. So if I have that, do we have multiple columns? So let me see here. It's still 2 columns. So now from Google Trends is not able to find. Oh, maybe I do the compare. So summer and autumn. Whether that can give us the correlation. So Let's make that. Let me see. It's better we have more columns than just the 2. Okay, perfect. So now I have one summer, one autumn. So no matter the value. So now let's do this. Use this one as our file. So I will copy, delete this one, and make that to here. Overwrite to our current file. Then let me open this again. So now I have a 2 column for data. Delete the first line, the last line. Okay, let's see. So I have a 3rd column. And the other column include numbers of the other search. So the number in this column are these goals, so no matter. So now let's try to use this file. The key point is now you have the real data from the web. So from now, let's just work with the 2nd and the 3rd column. That's perfect. You could use the following read CSV function to read these columns. So let's making a new file. So through this one. So number 5, read trend CSV. This is number 5. Read from online. Trend CSV. Let's see the difference for what's the read file. So now we have this read file and we have a reader. So let's initial our reader with open. So we don't have this before. So we don't have number and those, and those is a reader is with a CSV file as F, and the reader same. Next, because we already do the pre-processing, is we only skip the first line, and we have the summer equal to days and autumn equal to another one. But now row in reader, so this is the summer, this is the autumn, and it's not the flow, it's the float. And remember here is our summer is in the 2nd column, so that should be 1. We skip that timestamp, so the autumn is the row 2, so it's the 3rd column. Then we will return summer and the autumn. So this is our updated CSV file. Then what's the difference is the following program use the function to calculate the correlation. So we will do the correlation. So summer is I have summer and autumn to update this one, and I will also draw the days. Here it's the summer. Summer is X, autumn is Y. And you can see from here, so our file now, so multi-timeline, and print. Let's not print, just scattered. Okay, let's try to plotting that. So also they have numbers of those scatters. So it's interesting on the correlation because they don't have too much relationship. So let's not do the scatter and try to do the correlation. So find the correlation. So you remember is we have those find the correlation code. Let's here. So find the correlation. If we want to use this one, then let's put here this file, copy and paste into our code. Then the inputs for that is two list. Let's see. So Corey is find the correlation summer, autumn, and then we print correlation just 0. Oh, this .12. I don't want this too long, so format call. And we can do this scatter, but let's skip that scatter. So just see the correlation. Oh, it's minus 0.19. So you remember is if correlation is near positive 1 is have the positive correlation, and if it's a minus 1 is the negative correlation, and 0 means almost no correlation. So that is the way. So you can have that, and we keep is plotting that again. So you have both calculate first, then close that and calculate plotting. So finished, then you have this correlation. So that is the two parts. The key thing is not this plotting and correlation, the calculation. The key part is remember here. So we put is first is a sum and autumn, the initialization inside here. You can also make that outside. And then this you still can reuse this next reader just once because we will do some pre-processing the CSV file. So that is our tactic. You need to pay attention that will first analyze or examine the CSV file you get from the websites and making that the cleaning or delete anything is not relevant to your the plotting or your analytical purpose, and do the we call the pre-processing, and then this you can make sure is your the existing code can be reused as much as possible. Otherwise, here if you don't do the pre-processing, you can also run this next reader 3 times. Then they come to the line 4. It's also working, but compared to this, it's better is you do some preparation before using code. So that is the recommendation. So thank you for your watching. So until now, I think is we have done the all the knowledge base, the explanation for chapter 3. And from the next video is we will move to these challenging parts to discuss some sample the programming, the tasks or topics using this statistic, the knowledge we learned. And see you in those 5 programming challenges. Bye for now.